conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everybody. It is 6:02 p.m. on March 10th, 2022. Welcome to this regular meeting of the Vader City Council. Roll call.
Jason Daly.
Here.
Randy Hall.
Randy did get a hold of us and he is absent.
And McIntosh. Here. Samantha Lovelady.
Here.
Michael Parsons.
Mike also got a hold of us and he is absent, as we excused as well.
Joe Shy.
I am present.
Okay.
Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Lovelady, would you do the one?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mayor's report. The Warden Park Playground project is, anyone that's been driving through over there, is well underway. The site preparation continues. They're going to be doing the concrete pouring, I believe, next week already. And we're still on schedule for an April 4th date to start installing the playground equipment. So you'll start seeing that pretty quick.
I don't remember, are there plans for when the playground gets put up to have some more security, like camera action?
Yeah, there's plans to have cameras, better cameras and more widespread cameras at the park.
Make sure we already have vandalism, so.
Yep, we're gonna have some fabulous cameras down there. We'll have them streaming so you can watch it live from
Watch your kids
from the
play,
restaurant.
make sure they're not
Yeah.
getting.
I'm not opposed to that.
The wastewater plant upgrade. There's an issue with one of the new pond liners that was installed down there. It's leaking groundwater, so they haven't started using the pond yet, but the water's coming up from underneath the liner somehow. So Civil West is working on the issue right now and discussing that with the supplier on how they're going to remedy that situation. Parks Board, the next meeting is March 16th, which is next week, and Planning Committee, the meeting is March 17th, which is also next week. Council reports. Any council members have anything to report? Announcements?
I don't know when the next May Day meeting is, but I know there's May Day meetings going on, and
I actually
and if you want to be a part of that, it is on.
give me a second. May 20 or no,
Oh,
the 23rd of this month, March 23rd.
March 23rd
I'm home
at.
at your aunt didn't tell me. So contact Anita for more
Yeah,
information.
contact Little Crane for more information.
She didn't tell me. I'm assuming 5 or 6 because that's usually what time do they usually meet? 5.
Yeah, it's that 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, it's usually 5 or 6 for everything. So.
All right, any other announcements? Council reports? Nothing? Agenda approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for 3/10/2022.
We have a motion by Ms. Lovelady to approve the agenda as written. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Mr. Daly. Discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Minutes approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the council meeting minutes for February 24th, 2022.
We have a motion by Ms. Lovelady to approve the meeting minutes from February 24th. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Ms. McIntosh. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Voucher approval.
I'll make a motion that we approve the vouchers for the 1st of March, 2022 for the total of $26,616.41.
A motion by Mr. Daly to approve the vouchers for March as written. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Ms. Lovelady. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Special reports, Lewis County Sheriff's Department.
Good evening. The February law enforcement totals for the city of Vader. During the month of February, there were a total of 253 citizen contacts, 2 calls when a deputy was dedicated to the city of Vader, 13 calls when there was not a deputy actually in Vader, total of 17 traffic stops, 3 misdemeanor arrests that all involved traffic violations. And that is about it. Any questions? Thank you.
Thanks.
Right, moving on to city business. There's only one item of city business. Council to consider Rockland's pay request number 9. You should have that in your documents. This will be for the ongoing wastewater treatment plant upgrade. As before, our engineering firm, Civil West, has gone through the list of items to be paid, and they do certify that it's been done to spec, and they do recommend that we approve this request.
I'll make a motion to approve council, Rockland's pay request number 9.
The motion by Ms. Lovely to approve Rockland.
What is it on?
You want it?
Yeah, what is it?
$487,298.22.
Do I need to say it? Is it on?
Okay.
It wasn't said.
Okay.
Right here,
Wait a second to find it.
There is a
Where-
motion by Ms. Lovely
where
to
where it
approve
says
Rockland
payment
pay request
of,
number 9 for the amount stated.
Oh, it's
Second.
I'll second that.
Second by Daly. Discussion.
No, I just don't know where.
Right here.
It's right under Matt's
Oh, I
signature.
didn't even see it.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah, that's Matt
I'm
Wellington's
making
signature.
sure.
That's Matt Wellington's signature from Civil West, the engineering firm, independent of the contractor. He's certifying that the work is done.
It's one of those things we have to pay.
Well, we don't have to pay it,
We have to pay.
but they won't finish our wastewater plant either.
Yes,
And it's covered by grant.
exactly.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving Rockland's pay request number 9, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment. Go, folks.
Yeah. Leanna. Leanna. You want me up there?
Yeah, go ahead. And the mic, we record it, obviously, so then.
That way you can hear yourself on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Famous.
Yay.
So my name's Leanne Horton. I live at 1224 State Route 506, just outside the city limits in the urban growth area. And it has recently come to my attention that there was mention that the city council was looking at possibly incorporating the urban growth area into the city limits. I actually kind of did a quick little survey of everybody that I could get a hold of in one day about that and whether or not they would be opposed or would want to be incorporated. And I do have a list of everybody that I collected along with a little snippet that I wrote up to kind of let them know what was going on. And I did get overwhelmingly, nobody wants to be incorporated into the city limits. There was one gentleman that said he would like to be represented, as we had talked about earlier, about having the ability to vote. And so he did, that was one negative, that he did want to be into the city limits. And there was one youth that couldn't obviously answer for mom and dad. But other than that, overwhelmingly, everybody that we spoke to, including ourselves, is against being incorporated into the city limits. We just feel like there's more, less benefits and more restrictions and different things that we would have to start paying for, like dog license and permitting, and just all the rules that are going to come with it. My husband and I would like to at some point install a well, and I don't know, I'm sure that would probably be, if we were in the city limits, we might not be able to do that, those kind of things. So I mean, there's definitely stuff that we'd like to find out, more information we want to know about it, but as of right now, like I said, the majority of people that I spoke with, we don't want to be incorporated. And so I was just going to give you this list. Unfortunately, the copy, because I'm keeping the original, the copy, unfortunately, can't really see this one, but this is, you can see it.
Yes. Thanks so much for doing that.
So yeah, so that's everybody that doesn't want to be in it. So that's all my comments.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for doing all that for us.
There's a lot of work.
Mhm.
Yeah, eventually, there's several different ways the city can go about incorporating the urban growth area. Most likely, the one that would happen would be up to a vote. And so the folks that live there and those folks alone will get to vote on it. So whoever came to that, there you go, get to say no officially too.
Can I comment?
Yeah.
So, at any rate, depending upon how you guys want to pursue it, and depending upon what the restrictions are and different things, I mean, you could change people's minds. I'm not saying that we're completely obstinate, but as of right now, from what I understand, that we would have to, how we would be regulated and different restrictions we have. There's no benefit.
Great, thank you.
So the city was going to respond to the concerns. If we do that directly to you, it's probably to every.
You could to me, and then I could canvas. I was gonna say, I could canvas out and give everybody the information that I spoke with.
Good, but it's really good to know.
Would there be a way to ease up on the restrictions for them?
They might not have restrictions that they think they might.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns at this point. We're still in the infant stages of it, and we're working with the city planner on it. Eventually, there was going to be outreach to the residents out there,
Right.
sort of a flyer that talked about if there's a difference in taxes, if property taxes are less, which we think they are somewhat less, things like that. But that was more to come later on.
I'm just more or less concerned with like restrictions. I have to license my dog, or I don't.
Mhm.
Farm animals that I can and can't have. Again, the well. There's just a lot of, like you said.
Vader has no library.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I have access to Timberland Library.
Right.
Just initial comments, we have restrictions as far as building permits for the county as well. We don't do anything more restrictive than the county.
Do you guys require a permit for a fence?
Only if it's over 6 feet. And the dog license is minimal.
It's $10.
It's actually really low in comparison to.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a lot of unknowns.
Right.
Yeah.
What about digging a well?
If you're over 150 feet from the water, that's a county thing anyway. You would not have to connect. We do sewer, probably the county does the water.
Well, that's just it too.
That wouldn't
You
change.
guys will not have sewer down.
Right, so we're not required to do it because there's no sewer line for you to connect.
So that's another, not another benefit that we not have is the sewer.
Yeah,
What I, yeah, I have sewer.
The septic tank, the septic.
Except I'm saying, the septic tank, yeah, I was at city.
But I'm just saying, is then I would not be able to develop my land into city lots.
Would. That's the thing.
I, on the septic tank, it's
Being in the city limits, you would be able to divide your lots, much smaller than the county allows. If they're not within 150 feet of the sewer line, main line, you don't have to have sewer city.
So what would happen, let's just say, for example, you guys do get sewer out to us, and our septic goes out for whatever reason, but we don't want to have to pay to connect, would we be restricted and forced to? Because those are all kind of the questions.
Probably. We have residents here in the city limits, just down the road from here that are on septic still because their septics haven't built.
And they're grandfathered in.
I know my grandpa's old place down here has a well,
Mhm.
and it's been grandfathered.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, there's lots of questions that need to be answered, there's lots of unknowns. Like I said, I'm not completely against it, but as of right now, I'm interested.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be able to shoot our guns in the city limits.
Well, that's the way the law is written right now, but it would seem odd if someone has 5 acres
To restrict.
to restrict that. So once again, that's a thing that we've been talking about. How would we allow that, given certain lot sizes?
And so if you have a business within the city limits, you have certain things you have to pay. along with state,
You
county,
have to
I
have,
have no home
you have to have a
business.
business license to file with the state.
And the city,
And there's a, I think they call it an endorsement for the
Yes.
city, and like that, that would go with that.
We pay taxes to them and then they give their cut to the state, to the city.
let's say, if you would know.
Yeah, if anyone can know, it's
You're
gonna
in the
be-
city.
Or at least his amp.
Yeah, she does all that.
By the way, she's the one that said no.
Oh, I figured, but she don't own the property.
All right. More to come.
Thank you.
Lots more.
Yeah, thank you
Lots,
very
lots,
much.
lots.
Thank you for bringing it to us, though. Gathering that information is a good
We went
resource.
all the way up the Vader Road.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
All right. There's no other public comment, elected official comment, anyone? Okay. Meeting is adjourned at 6:18 PM. Thank you.
Thank you.